Yo, what is good, CDC? Welcome back to another video. What did I just say? Welcome back to another video. As y'all can see, we are on a different channel. This is More Nom. This is my first video on my More Nom channel. Nam, Nom, however you want to say it. I don't care. This is gonna be my first video on the More Nom channel. I'm starting a new segment called Friday Night Fright Night. Basically where I react to scary stories every Friday, you know. And we're also going to be streaming every Friday too. We're going to be playing, well, I ain't gonna say every Friday, not every Friday, but we're going to be streaming some Fridays and playing scary games. So y'all stay tuned for that. But yeah, so I'm starting a little new segment. We're starting something new, basically a new little chapter. I kind of want to separate the IRL content, or more like, you know, anything that's not gaming. I want to separate that from my gaming channel, which is CDC Nom. If you haven't watched it, or not watched it, if you haven't seen my CDC Nom channel, go subscribe to that. But yeah, so I want to separate those two channels and kind of just like have more of a niche, because I realize like a lot of my content is kind of just mixed up and in there and together and stuff like that. But yeah, so this is gonna be my More Nom channel, more reaction videos, vlogs. I'm starting a podcast eventually. I do want to get into that, and that's going to be posted here. So my podcast is going to be posted on the More Nom channel, so stay tuned for that, y'all. I got a lot of stuff planned, but yeah, we're starting a new series called Friday Night Fright Night, where I react to scary stories every Friday. Every Friday I will post these scary stories, or scary story reaction videos. So yeah, I hope y'all really enjoy this, man. Let me know what y'all think down in the comment section below. Leave a like, comment, share, subscribe. CDC, we are on the way up. Y'all know what it is. Stay tuned. All right, but yeah, so we are here with 3 true scary Black Friday horror stories from Horror Shorts Party. I can't speak for some reason. This was just uploaded 4 hours ago, and it already got 26K views. I'm not gonna lie, it might be good. We're gonna see. But first, I didn't mean to do that. First, let me make sure that my audio is recording, because yeah, we don't want that to happen. Okay, yeah, it is. Hey, my lips crusty, bro. Hold on. Give me some Vaseline. Be right back. Alrighty, I'm back. But yeah, so we are here with we are here with Horror Stories Shorts Party, okay? Or Horror Shorts Party, whatever the heck their name is. Man, shout out to them for the video. I'm gonna leave a like. Will I subscribe? Well, we're gonna see at the end of this video. But first, before we do that, like I said, leave a like, comment, share, subscribe. CDC, we are on the way up. Y'all know what it is. Let's get into it. Yeah. The following stories were inspired. Wait, huh? Wait, go back, bro. I didn't even get to read that. What the heck, man? Additional voice. Okay. Shout out to them. The following stories were inspired by or loosely based on the actual events of locales. I think I said that right. Locales, yeah. Or persons living or dead. Get this off my screen. Okay. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Yes, I'm reacting to this on my Xbox, y'all. Judge your mother. The creepy Black Friday customer. Okay.
I've been working at Walmart for over 30 years. In that time, I've done just about everything.
Before, see, I'm already pausing this because why does every scary story, why is it always Walmart? Why is Walmart? I'm about to stop going to Walmart, bro. Like, seriously, why does Walmart always have something weird or crazy going on? Like, it's every time that I hear a story, it's always at Walmart.
From stocking shelves, working the cash register, to even being a manager for about 8 years. However, as I've gotten older, I had to retire from that position because I can't keep up with all the responsibilities. These days, I'm doing something very different, attending the self-checkout area. When I started working at Walmart, self-checkout wasn't even being thought of. I'm there to assist customers.
How old is this nigga then? Self-checkout's been a thing for a minute.
IDs for certain purchases, but most of the time, I'm just standing there doing nothing. Another thing I dislike about the introduction of self-checkout is the new vulnerability to shoplifting. That's the other major part of my job, making sure people actually scan in everything they are taking with them. That was never an issue before.
Goddamn boot gang, everybody, they be scamming.
Now I have to be the watchdog over the customers.
Hey, and you know what's crazy, bro? I heard that folks like would go up there, they would go up there with a TV, pretend they scanned the TV, and then walk out with that TV, bro. It was like the craziest thing ever. I was like, bro, these niggas is like dead ass getting free TVs. Like bro, get this off my screen. That kind of look good though. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna have to try that. Look, oh, that's another thing. So on this channel, I'm sorry, like I digress from the actual video itself right now. But on this channel, I'm also gonna be posting my food reviews. I'm gonna be posting a lot of different stuff. Like I promise y'all, like y'all gonna see way more like just all my IRL content. Like anything that's not gaming, it's gonna be on this channel. So yeah, keep that in mind. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, about the TVs and stuff. Like people dead seriously be like stealing TVs from Walmart, bro.
People that I have to deal with, from rude, incorrigible customers
Damn.
to volatile creeps and weirdos under the influence of
Nah, that is crazy work. Get your little badass kid off the damn thing,
There are
bro.
also just the desperate people down on their luck. Things get even worse during the holidays, and nothing compares to the madness of Black Friday. There are so many people in the store that it's incredibly difficult to keep track of everything. And I know more shoplifting than usual gets past me on that day of the year.
Show does.
The lines are incredibly long. So when people finally get up to the self-checkout machines, they often scan stuff in faster than an actual employee. However, this last Black Friday, I encountered the worst kind of person. It was a lone, large woman who had her cart overflowing with items.
The worst kind of person. What? Wait a minute, bro. That almost slipped past me. Why did he just call her the worst kind of person, bro? That's crazy work.
And smile when she approached the machine she was using, but it did the opposite of putting me at ease. Her smile was very suspicious, and the condition of her hair, face, and clothes indicated to me that she was in a desperate situation. So I kept my eye out for her.
Hey man, you can't be judging people by their looks all the time, man. I ain't gonna lie, cause there be millionaires out there. They be dressing bummy as hell, but they got that bread on them. They got that paper.
Of course, I tried my best to not let on that I was watching her, so I pretended to ignore her. Unfortunately, she kept putting up more red flags. She repeatedly looked over her shoulder and made weird faces at me, as if she was checking to make sure I wasn't looking. That, and she was scanning things in at a snail's pace, visibly irritating the other customers in line. It was like she was stalling and waiting for me to lose.
Who animated this again? They did a really good job with this animation. It looks like what's his face? It looks like something you would see on Adult Swim.
Focus. For the moment, I gave her the benefit of the doubt, so as is my responsibility when customers are having trouble, I went up and offered her assistance.
Excuse me, ma'am.
What?
Do you have any help?
Back off!
Okay.
Did you forget this
So
was
I was gonna say, why did this whole time? So is that not a dude? Why? Why they got the woman voicing this nigga, bro? I thought that was a dude. Is that a woman? This is a woman's like
out,
story.
You wrinkly old shit.
No, ma'am, but you don't have to be rude.
Piss off!
Oh my
Let
god,
her be.
man, we got to throw hands after that one. You gonna talk to me like that? That's crazy.
Rather than continue to enrage her with her outburst, it was evident she was a Karen. After that,
Karen.
I made it obvious that I was watching her. She must have thought I was blind or stupid or something, because she clearly only scanned 20 or 30 items out of the 100 that were in her cart. She paid and started to leave, but I got in front of her cart and stopped her.
Ma'am, would you please show me your receipt?
Why?
Well, I need to make sure you paid for everything in your cart. Just show me your receipt and then you can be on your way.
You think I'm stealing? Do I look like a criminal to you? I can't believe this! Let me go!
Bro. Okay, first of all, I hate these kind of people. Cause didn't nobody say nothing about you stealing. Ain't nobody said none of that yet. Stop jumping to conclusions. Now I gotta think you stealing, you know? Like now I gotta think that. But secondly, bro, shout out to whoever voiced this character, bro. If you voiced this character, you did an amazing job with expressing yourself. This is phenomenal. I can't cap.
Ma'am, stop! You can't leave!
Get out of my way!
Oh my god, bro.
Suddenly, the woman rammed into me with her cart. I stumbled back and grabbed onto it, pushing her back as hard as I could. I heard people laughing at us instead of
Man.
helping, as the woman bared her teeth and looked at me like she wanted to kill me. For just
Oh my
a
God.
moment, my footing slipped and I fell backwards. Then,
All this on one on Black Friday, but two for your job? Let it go, bro. Don't they got a policy where you supposed to just let them go anyways? Like if she wants to steal, let her steal. She on camera anyways. Might as well just let her go. You
the
know?
woman ran me over with her cart and stopped me.
Bro, you getting stomped out at your job too? Oh, that's crazy. Nah, that can't be real, bro. I highly doubt you actually look at him, bro. He like him, her. I don't even know, but he's in a fetal position, dog.
Couldn't get up from the bed,
help your
and I
mans,
was unable
Walmart.
to
Help your
stop
mans,
her.
bro.
So I screamed for help. The security officers came just in time and prevented her from leaving the store. Several minutes later, I managed to get back on my feet as the cops arrived and arrested her. The scene of her screaming was still going on at that point, and it didn't stop until she was stuffed into the back of a cop car. She kept wailing and claiming that she had just been evicted and was starving and trying to feed her family, but I honestly didn't believe a word of it. That woman was the most greedy, gluttonous, nasty smear of shit I have ever met. Unfortunately, I don't know exactly what happened to her after that, but given that she was attempting to steal over $500 worth of merchandise, I imagine she spent some time in jail. If she really had just gotten evicted, a jail cell is the 4 walls and a roof over her head she deserved from assaulting me. I'm very anxious about confronting anyone at the self-checkout area now, especially on Black Friday.
Especially on Black Friday.
This story was inspired by a creepy Black Friday incident regarding a Fruitland Park woman who was arrested at Walmart after the theft of $355 in merchandise.
Hey.
Bevel Celine Hinton,
Oh man, she
45
kind of do
years
look
old,
just like the
went to
character
the store
too.
on Black Friday and loaded $425.
Bro, okay, you can get this picture off the screen now. We've seen enough. Like, her eyes are just look. Oh my god,
worth
stop.
of merchandise in her shopping cart. She proceeded to the self-checkout lane and scanned $75 worth of merchandise. She paid for that merchandise and proceeded to roll the cart to the exit without paying for the other items, which were mostly food and household products. She was stopped by store.
What makes her think that she's gonna get away with that though? Like, I just want to know. Like, it's quite cool, especially if you got somebody watching you there, bro. It's quite clear that you didn't pay for all that. Like, during Black Friday, of all things too. Like, be for real.
Personnel and taken into custody by a deputy. Hinton told the deputy she had recently been evicted from her home and moved in with a roommate. She said she doesn't have any money. Hinton was arrested on a charge of theft and booked at the
Bro, oh my god, stop zooming. Stop zooming in on her face. Yeah, now this part of the story is actually scary. Stop doing this.
Her own recognizance.
Ugh, it's so creepy. So weird looking. Okay, so, well, what do y'all think about that story? The first story, it wasn't really scary. It was just weird and creepy. So it was just like, yeah, I'm like creeped out about that, you know, or not. Yeah, not scared though, but definitely creepy. That was definitely a creepy story. Black Friday creepy sale.
This happened a few years ago when I went to Walmart.
Okay,
for Black
WW
Friday.
Animations, by the way. Whoever's animating this stuff, props to you.
Shopping. I thought it would be a good idea to bring my wife and kids along so they could pick out what they wanted, but it just made the whole grueling process more complicated. The store was full as hell. There were shit tons
Man,
of
are these all Porsches? Who do you know? What Walmart has all Porsches in front of it? This isn't Abu Dhabi. This isn't Dubai. What the hell? And he's pulling up on a Corolla, bro.
If it had been just myself and a shopping cart, I could have made my way through the crowd much easier, but instead I had my wife and 2 kids who kept wandering off to look at different things, forcing me to chase them down every
TV
5
LED.
minutes. I couldn't risk them having any interactions with the insane people that were there, fighting over stuff and shouting over who deserved what. Then, because the lines for checkout were so
How do you lose your kids like that?
long, it took us nearly an hour to get to a register, and then another 30 minutes just to get through the parking lot and on the road. We got home at around 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and by then I was exhausted. Of course, that's when I got a call from work saying I needed to come in for the night shift, despite the fact that I had requested the whole weekend off. I apparently had to fill in for somebody who had gotten sick. I was annoyed as hell, but there was nothing I could do to get out of it. On my way there, I passed by the same Walmart from earlier that day, and I had to stop at the red light at the entrance to its parking lot. It was totally empty now, and all the lights were off. However, I saw just
the hell?
one
That's Sideshow
person in
Bob?
the area. It was a lone woman at the corner by the entrance. She was old and wore a very revealing dress that someone her age shouldn't be wearing. I also remember seeing her twitching and sniffing the air.
Oh my
in a
god, she looks like
suspicious
one of those
cranky
the Meat Canyon characters.
Manner, and when I made eye contact with her, she started waving at me, telling me to come over to her. Just then, the light turned green. I contemplated leaving her alone, but I had a nagging feeling I should approach her. I was pretty sure I knew where this
That's
was
gonna be the
going,
part of
but
that.
maybe there
She's
was
gonna be a
an
part of
off
the thumbnail,
chance
bro.
that she just needed some help. Hoping for the best and preparing for the worst, I took a left turn and drove over to her. As soon as I
Why?
stopped
Wait,
and
what?
started
Why would you do that? What provoked you to go over to her?
Going down the window, she was leaning in and talking to me. You want my Black Friday deal, Johnny boy?
Ugh, oh my god.
Excuse me? I've got a huge Black Friday sale. My
Huge.
clothes are 100% off in the back seat. That sounds good.
What are y'all doing in this situation? I would have just drove off. I would have just been like, yeah, nah, you got. I would have pulled out the stick, bro. You gotta back up. I'm sorry.
To you?
That's. I don't care if you're older or
kinda
not.
married.
You're kind of married. What do you mean by that? You're kind of married. You're either married or you're not, pal. What do you mean? I'm kind of. Hey man, he was thinking about it too, bro. That's how you know he was thinking about it, because it's just like, I'm kind of married. What do you mean by that? Like, you don't kind of say your vows at a wedding. You don't kind of agree to being married to somebody. Like, what?
You think I'm going to track down your wife and snitch? Half of my clientele is married.
Oh, dude, that's so sad too. That is, half of her clientele is married. That's sad.
Well, Mrs. doesn't need to know about me. I don't know. It just feels like this is a bad idea. You're not even really my type. No offense.
Regardless if she was, why are you still talking, bro? Man, y'all gotta do better, bro. I ain't gonna cap. Like, regardless if she is your type, why are you still talking to her?
None taken, doll. I know I ain't as pretty as I used to be, but it's what's on the inside that counts. Why don't you just close your eyes and let me work my magic? I think you'll be surprised by what I'm capable of. I mean,
Bro, this
like
is these stories ain't even scary. They just creepy and weird, bro. What the
It
heck?
does kind of sound good. How much would it cost? $50, all inclusive. Well, this is my first time doing this.
What? Why? Just as I was saying, man, and see, that's how you know he was gonna fold. When he said kinda, I'm kinda married. What do you mean you're kinda married, nigga? You're either married or you're not. That's how you knew he was gonna fold, bro. I told y'all he was thinking about it too, bro. That's how I see. I'm already knowing, bro. I read a nigga like a book, bro.
It's a Black
That shit
Friday
crazy.
sale. I ain't normally so cheap.
Ugh.
All right, I guess. Hop in. Do you know someplace a little bit more private? I know just the place.
I hope she robbed
She
your ass.
eventually had me drive into a dead-end alley. That's when I put my hand over her wrist and made my move. I'm an undercover police officer. You're under arrest for soliciting yourself. You have the right to remain silent. Not an auntie. Let me.
That was his. So that's his job. He's okay. That all makes sense now, bro. Dude, this is a crazy picture. This is gonna be the thumbnail picture, bro. That's gonna be the thumbnail picture, bro. What the heck? Oh my goodness.
Oh, I'm going to kill you.
I'm going to kill you.
He's a pig.
Hey, know what? I gotta subscribe because of that. That was unexpected and it wasn't. Okay, that was funny, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Struggling to restrain the woman, I managed to get her in handcuffs
Damn.
and transferred her to the back of the car. But she kicked and screamed the whole time and even spat on me.
Ew.
Before I left the scene, I called in some backup. The woman never admitted to her so-called Black Friday sale that she was offering me. Either way, she knew she screwed up and was going to jail, trying to solicit me, an undercover cop. That's the worst possible thing she could have done while street.
Okay, so that makes sense now. So yeah, he is an undercover cop. Man, you had me fooled for a second, bro. I was disappointed. I ain't gonna cap, cause like, ew, you know, ew. That's disgusting, you know. But It makes sense now. He had to say, see, he got me with it. He got me with it. He had me thinking I knew what I was talking about. Whole time he was playing mind games on me and her. That's crazy, bro.
Walking. However, I sometimes wish I had just driven on by instead of picking her up. I was able to make an arrest that probably saved a bunch of lowlives willing to spend $50 for some Black Friday deals. Impromptu stings like that are very dangerous, much more so than coordinated sting operations. Every night during Black Friday, I think back to that night and wonder how close I came to biting it. This story was inspired by a bizarre Black Friday incident regarding undercover detectives with the Baton Rouge Police Department who used Black Friday to conduct a street-level sting operation and ended the day with at least one arrest. Undercover officers report that while posing as a quote-unquote Johns within the 2200 block of Scenic Highway, they spotted a woman named Tammy Lynn Shepard walking along the highway and called her over. Once Shepard was at their unmarked police vehicle, detectives say she offered her services in exchange for money. As a result, Shepard was arrested and booked into East Baton Rouge Parish Prison.
Bro, get her off the screen. Why do y'all do this? Stop doing that. It's so creepy and weird. You're just staring at me. I don't want to see her picture, bro. What do y'all think of that story? Let me know what y'all think of that story down below in the comment section. That was the same thing. It wasn't really scary. It was just, no, I ain't gonna lie. That story was way more scary than the other one. Just like looking at her face, not even just on the mugshot, but like the character that they decided to use for her too. That was, like, oh my god. Black Friday parking incident.
I remember being strongly opposed to doing
That nigga remind me of Steve from freaking American Dad.
any sort of Black Friday shopping when it was mentioned over Thanksgiving dinner.
This dude, like the animators for this are good. They are good, man. I can't even cap. I like the different styles, the different, like, you know, like, yeah, overall, just in general, the art style it's good as hell. I can't even cap. They did it. They did that thing with this.
Shopping. I tried to get out of it by telling her she should just go by herself, but she didn't want to shop alone and said she would be scared of the large crowds on her own. After a lot of back and forth, I gave in and agreed to go with her. She decided we needed to go.
Whoa, what's going on here?
Right when they opened, so that there wouldn't be as many people there as in the afternoon, and nothing would be out of stock by the time we got there. And so when the morning came,
bro, this is okay. Now you're pushing it. I ain't gonna cap. Now you're pushing it. You might get this video taken down, bro.
There 5 minutes after they opened.
Well, I mean,
you could see it was an absolute
swerving through
the parking lot.
Nigga cutting up in traffic in the parking lot, bro. Whoa, man. You trying to hit somebody's car, bro?
Was full to the brim.
Chill out, man.
People were lining up on the street just to get in, and then they were waiting to even get into the store. I saw several people almost get hit by cars within a few minutes.
Is that Lois?
To find a spot. Everyone was driving and walking around like they were on edge, as if their survival hinged on getting a discounted blender. And then there were the Karens, nasty old women driving around in Chevy Suburbans, parting the seas of shoppers.
They sure be in Chevy Suburbans, bro. They be in all types of little ugly ass cars, man. Goddamn. Ugh, what is that up top?
Rage and screeching out of the windows, racing in to get another 50-inch smart TV.
But yeah, they be up in them Chevy Suburbans.
It was chaos, and it was getting to me. At one point, in the
nigga, here you go swerving and cutting up in the parking lot again.
My wife sighed and said to me that
I'm trying to hit somebody's car
there early, as in well before the store even opened, and I snapped at her. I felt bad and apologized, but it was just the nature of that moment. It turned everyone into animals. Finally, after over 20 minutes, I finally spotted a minivan backing out of a space on the left side. I stopped close to them, leaving just enough room for them to turn. And when they finally got out of the way, I hit the gas and went straight for it. Suddenly, another car came out from behind the van, heading right for a head-on collision. We saw each other at the last second and slammed on the brakes, narrowly avoiding a crash. The corners of both cars were partially in the spot, and just inches from each other. It was dead on, 50-50, but I knew I had seen it first, so I wasn't letting it go. I rolled down my window and went ballistic on him.
Back the hell up! That's my spot!
Oh,
I was gonna make...
Oh my god, bro. Why do they make these characters look like that? Ew, what the hell? Look at his veins popping out his head, bro. His eyes look like he been on all types of you know what, bro.
Make it in first until you nose deep.
Hey, bro, he kind of look like Homer mixed with, I don't even know, like.
Nosed in? I've been waiting for
Ugh.
it for 20 goddamn minutes. So go find somewhere else to park, asshole. After I told him off the first time, the man ducked his head back into his car. I waited for a few more seconds, expecting him to back up and drive off. But then his hand came back out of the window.
See,
and he threw a bag full of trash at my car.
Why do you have a
and the stuff
what? Why do you have a bag of trash in your car just sitting there? Like, that's how you know you're a dirty bum, bro. Like, you just have a bag of trash just sitting in your car ready to throw at somebody? What the hell? Why do I keep seeing this, dude? I think they heard me get like an ad remover
Most
thing.
of it missed,
A premium,
and none
YouTube
of it
premium.
was that gross, but it got under my skin like nothing else. In a moment of rage, I grabbed a half-full cup of soda from the day before and chucked it at the window, splattering it all over his windshield. I felt a surge of satisfaction.
Why?
Then regret. The man got quiet, then stepped out of his car, opened his trunk.
Oh,
then
see,
took
that's
out a
when you
baseball
nah, bro. See, I wouldn't even waited to see what he had to pull out, bro. I would have immediately started backing out. Even then, when he put his hand back in the car, bro, and put his head back in the car and started reaching back out, why are you still there? Drive off. At that point, drive off, because it's just like you don't know what he got. He could have had the blick on him, bro. He could have had the 45 on him, bro. You know. And I ain't talking about a Glock 45, bro. I'm talking about the 45 round mag, bro. Like, you could have had that, you know,
I reacted
that thing
as
on
fast
him, bro.
as I could, throwing the car in reverse and trying to maneuver out of the way, but I couldn't get away fast enough.
Oh my god.
He smashed the headlights out, causing my wife to start screaming. I looked back for a moment to see where it was clear to go, and when I looked forward again, the man had climbed onto the hood.
Climbing onto the hood? You're still sitting in your car while he's doing this? Bro, if you don't get out and punch him?
Then he swung the bat down and smashed the windshield. He kept hitting it until the whole thing fell.
Why they animate? Why they animating him like that, bro? What the heck? Ugh, why is he built like that too?
By then, my wife was in a state of total panic, so I knew I had to get us the hell out of there as soon as possible.
You should have, dude, you should have been acted on that like 5 minutes ahead of all that. Like,
in reverse, causing him to lose his balance and tumble off the roof. I threw the car back into drive as he scrambled to get to his feet. Then I slammed the gas and pointed the car straight for him. At the last second, he dove out of the way.
You were finna kill him, bro.
And swerved to the right, trying not to plow into his car, but I clipped the back end and took out one of his taillights, evening the score just a bit. I drove out of the parking lot and went a couple blocks down the road, where I could finally find a place to
nigga said evening the score a little bit. No, buddy, the score is now 1-2 because you just hit his car and you did damage to your own car. You did even more damage to your car. So it's just like, how are you evening the score? You just, you know, use your head.
And calm my wife down. We called the cops, but as expected, the man who attacked us wasn't there when they arrived. All they found was the broken glass from the encounter. Nobody was able to get a good look at the license plate either, as it was still covered in snow from the night before. All we know is that the cops were looking for a green Toyota Camry with rear driver's side damage. Unfortunately, the man still hasn't been found, and we don't expect him to be at any point. Now, even though I already hated everything about Black Friday, I have another reason for it to be the worst day of the year. This story was inspired by a horrific Black Friday incident that happened in Tallahassee, Florida. Two people were injured with a firearm in a dispute over a parking space outside a Walmart. At about 12:30 p.m., police responded to the parking lot after the witnesses reported someone letting off in a rage. Officers found two people injured, a man and a woman, who were taken to the hospital with injuries that were not life-threatening. Both are expected to make a full recovery. Police said the victims were going to the store together when the confrontation with a rival driver began. Both were arguing for the same spot in a busy area when the rival started letting off. Authorities declined to provide further details on the incident. No arrests have been made, but officers were looking for a green Toyota Camry that fled the scene.
At the end of everything. Okay. That was a pretty good that's basically it, isn't it? Okay, yeah. So I'm just gonna get off of that. Anyways, that was a pretty good, like, you know, little, I guess, a bunch of shorts put together. They weren't really scary. They were just mostly creepy, you know. But I give them props though. I'm gonna definitely, you know, come back to them and start, you know, watching their videos. It's pretty entertaining. I can't lie. Love the animation styles. Love the different, you know, like stories. Now, my thing is, I kind of figured that in that case they probably use something different than like a gun, because like they said that the stories are either based on, you know, actual events, or you know, similar, like they're similar to the actual events that happened, basically. Which makes sense. You don't want to use the same exact details. You don't want to do none of that, you know. Unless it's already public information, you know, what this and that and the third. But no, and that last story, bro, I kind of figured. But you see, my thing is, why go through all that trouble for a parking spot, bro? For a parking spot. I'm the kind of person that just live and let go, bro, because it's not worth it. Like that kind of stuff, like you just heard, bro. They ended up injured. It probably no life-threatening injuries, thankfully, but shots were let off and all this other stuff. And I figured, yeah, he probably didn't actually pull out a baseball bat. He pulled out a gun, because nobody goes to the back of their trunk to grab a baseball bat. Like, be for real. If I'm grabbing a baseball bat, it's in my passenger seat. If I'm going to the trunk, I'm getting something crazy. You know, like I'm getting that blam, the boomstick, bro, the big boom. But it's just, that to me is just crazy, bro. Like, why even argue over a parking space? You know? It's not worth it. Just go on about your life. You know, it's not worth it. Like, if he wants the parking space, you can have it. I don't care. Because whatever's in that store, I can get another time. I can get the same thing another time. Them same items going to be manufactured tomorrow. They're not going to stop selling it just because, you know, Black Friday over with. You know, and even if they do, it's just, like I said, bro, it's not worth it, man. Make sure y'all keep that shit in mind, but don't crash out. Don't do nothing crazy like that, because it's never worth it, bro. It's never worth it. You're going to lose your life one way or another by going to jail, or by you know what, you know, so it's just, it ain't never worth it. But anyways, if you enjoyed this video, man, make sure y'all leave a like, comment, share, subscribe. TDC, we are on the way up. Y'all know what it is. That was a good video though, I'm not gonna lie. Shout out to I can't even remember the name of it. What was it? Horror Story Party, or what? Horror Shorts Party. I don't know why I can't read. Everything is just off today. But anyways, shout out to them, man. They made an excellent video. Yeah, like I said, leave a like, comment, share, subscribe. CDC, we are on the way up. You know what it is. This is the new channel, More Nom. This is gonna be the first video on this channel, man. So yeah, leave a like, man. Share the love. Share this video, you know. Yeah. Also, we got merch. I forgot to say that. Yeah, we do got merch. So make sure you go get some of that, you know, because TDC merch pretty fire for real type shit, things of that nature. Yeah, I'm out.
Yeah, we about to be slipping and sliding, fighting with Cupid. No, it can get violent, so I up the Nino when I see you driving. Shawty start wildin', I tell her shh, be quiet. Yeah, I tell her shh, be quiet.